What is going on, Isles fans? Matt O'Leary back with another video here for Up the Turnpike. Excited to be going over some New York Islanders news from this Friday. More coverage on the YouTube channel as the season cranks up, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Give the video a like, share with a friend. It really helps us out as we're just trying to grow this thing. We're in the very early stages. We still have Patreon content as well, so if you're interested in even more content, you could subscribe down below, link down below in the description for bonus longer podcast episodes and other content. But again, today we want to focus on some Islanders news. We got some updates on Ilya Sorokin and Matt Martin for the New York Islanders. Elliot Friedman speculated on his 32 Thoughts podcast last week about Ilya Sorokin's health, hinting that he wasn't fully healthy and was dealing with something. That was a major question that people were trying to figure out for the last week or so. There was some crazy speculation that it was something way over the top, and frankly, I didn't really care for all that too much. But what we do know now is that Lou Lamoriello spoke and said that Ilya Sorokin had a little injury during summer training, upper body. He is skating. We are not worried it will extend into the season. Now, what we do know is the Islanders also brought in Keith Kincaid on a PTO, veteran NHL goalie. He was skating with the rookies yesterday, which is kind of hilarious because he's in his mid-30s. Local guy from Long Island, has played for the Devils, has played for Lou Lamoriello, knows Lou. So really checks like check every single box that fits into what Lou Lamoriello usually tends to target here. But I'm not really concerned about Sorokin's injury. I think he will be good to go for the start of the season. And if he's not, well, ride Semyon Varlamov, which is what they did down the stretch last year and into the playoffs. He was better of the two goalies. And I'm not out on an Ilya Sorokin bounce back. I think last year a lot of things went wrong. Some of it was mental for him, but also he faced an insane amount of shots, especially in the first half. I thought that Lane Lambert ran him into the ground, and he was just never really able to recover. A full off season. I understand he's dealing with the injury. I don't think it's going to bleed over until October in the regular season. But if it does, just ride out Semyon Varlamov while you can. And I don't think we'll see Keith Kincaid in an Islanders uniform. If anything, I think he will be in Bridgeport. But TBD if he even makes a team. The Islanders also brought in familiar face Matt Martin on a PTO. My question's why? Now, that sounds really disrespectful to Matt Martin, and I promise I don't mean it that way. He is a very, very good New York Islander, was a part of definitely the most successful Islanders era post-dynasty. He was on the 2014-15 team, 15-16, then came back for that run in the Barry Trotz and Lou Lamoriello era. At this point in his career, he's 35 years old. He only played 57 games last year. 8 points, 909 in ice time. I think he had 5 fights last year. So is he just sticking around for 5 fights? I don't know if he really has that value, even at a vet minimum contract, even as the 13th skater. I just think it should be like you rip the Band-Aid. Kyle Clutterbuck did not get signed to a PTO, so he's still on the market. He's looking for a full-time contract. For Matt Martin, maybe he just ends up being on like a PTO all year. I believe it was, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Steven Gianta who was on a PTO one of those years and just never ended up being signed, but was hanging around in case there was injury. I have the utmost respect in the world for Matt Martin, a true professional, has done a lot of great things in the community, someone who's not from the area, but has been, made himself a part of Long Island and Long Island's culture. So again, I really appreciate what he's done for this team over the years. I don't think rostering Matt Martin is the way to go. I think if you're looking for your 13th forward, maybe it's Hudson Fasching, maybe it's Oliver Wahlstrom, but I don't know if Matt Martin fits what the Islanders under Patrick Waugh are going to be doing. He doesn't play on the power play. He doesn't play on the penalty kill. He doesn't hit as much as he used to. He doesn't fight as much as he used to. It just might be the end of the line here. And who knows? Maybe, again, it's just kind of keeping him around on a PTO, practice a little bit, skate around with the team. He's familiar with the system, all that stuff. So I guess if you want to spin into a positive, that's what it would be. But I would not be happy if Matt Martin is getting regular ice time with the New York Islanders. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on both of these. Both are the biggest news stories out of today. Once again, subscribe, like the video before you go. I'm Matt. I'll catch you next time.
If you like that, make sure to subscribe to Up the Turnpike on Patreon for more exclusive New York Islanders content.